Wade
and Wade
reacts.
Do you think that this show is going to make the Avatar fans proud?
I saw a clip earlier this week, and it didn't look as good as I thought it should have looked, as good as I thought it could have looked, but there's still hope for this series. It might do the Avatar series justice and satisfy the fans, but we got to wait and see.
Yeah, this might be the last Airbender. So, all right, we ain't going to hold y'all any longer. Let's get into this trailer. This is Avatar, The Last Airbender, the final trailer.
Let's check it out.
Aang, you must master the Avatar state.
It can be the ultimate weapon. Or it can save your life.
Everyone is counting on me. I'm supposed to save the world if I don't know what I'm doing.
But imagine what'll happen if you don't even try.
Okay, man, got some nice shots. I mean, the environment looks good. They did a good job at building the world of Avatar. Okay, man, pretty nice special effects.
Flashback. Pretty cool. That's the Earth King.
I don't know where this will all lead. The one thing I do know is it's just the beginning.
All right.
It's coming out soon. Visually, this looks really good. Everything that you want to see being an Avatar fan is there. The flashbacks look the same. The kingdoms look the same. We even saw the water spirit. Remember when the guy killed the fish?
Yep.
And then Aang went into the Avatar state. Everything looks good.
Yeah, it does. Everything looks accurate. Yeah, everything looks like it did in the animated series. So as a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, that's extremely satisfying to see. But the only part I'm worried about, based off of the clip I've seen, which we do understand that different directors direct different episodes differently, I'm a little concerned about the action. But outside of the action, everything looks good. And as I just said, hopefully that was just one director's style of action. And another director for another episode might give us a more accurate style of action, accurate to the animated series.
Yeah, something different. And another thing too, the Avatar that was a part of the village when the girls, they had the fans. I forgot the name of the village in the Avatar, but in the show, that lady was really tall. That was one of her attributes, physical attributes. I hope that they got somebody like really tall to play that character. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I would just like to see that, just a tall lady playing that character.
Yeah, for the sake of accuracy.
And then think about it as far as the show. I want the show to go far because I want to see the White Lotus. I want to see that in live action.
Me
and
too.
I want to see Lord Ozai fight Aang. That's going to be crazy. If they do it right, if this first season is successful.
I hope it is. I really do, because I'm a big fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender. It was a big part of my childhood. Even years later, I found myself going on YouTube, looking back at some of the episodes, watching the fight scenes, and saying to myself, this is just as good, if not better, than it was when I first saw it. And I want to commend them again, Netflix, on the character casting. I think everybody is casted perfectly so far from what I've seen.
Yeah, I'm really liking Aang. I like how he sounds. He sounds like a young person that has a lot of responsibilities on his shoulder, but he doesn't really know how to go about, he's the champion of the people. But he has like big shoes to fill. He don't know how to use air. He has to get the water, the fire, the earth.
Exactly, and Katara was telling him about that at the beginning of the trailer. She said, you're gonna have to learn earth, fire, water. He said, well, what if I can't do it? She said, but you have to think about what would happen if you never tried. So I liked the encouragement factor in that dialogue between Aang and Katara, encouraging him to go ahead and be the Avatar that he was destined to be.
So hopefully, even though the creators of the show, they walked away from this project, hopefully,
They did?
yeah, hopefully it was because it was something that they wanted to be done. It was something like minor, or it's something that didn't really mess up the, as far as, because when you create something and somebody else tries to come into your house and change things, you might be like, no, we're not gonna change. But then Netflix didn't want to compromise, so they walked away because of creative differences. Hopefully, this show, even though the creators left, they still was able to salvage something watchable. Because if they're not able to give the fans a pleasing display of, the story, the action, and the visuals, then this will be the last Airbender. We won't see this again.
Yeah, I didn't know that. To know that the original creators walked away from this production, man, that might mean all things bad for the Netflix series.
Yeah, it might, but most times live action and animation are two different things. We've only seen a few people cross over that did animation to live action. But the creators, they know better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they did give us the core. The Avatar core, the last Airbender, so that show was decent. It wasn't Avatar. So we have to wait and see if that was a bad decision to let the creators walk away, or if it was a good decision or if they're doing just fine without the main creators.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Hopefully it is a good series so that the fans, most of all, can be satisfied, because our viewing of this is what's going to make them money. And hopefully it's good enough to warrant a second season.
Yeah, and if this isn't good, the fans don't have to be upset, because we still have the animation, and the creators are coming out with another show that's continuing the Avatar Aang story when he's older.
It's good to hear.
So that'd be good to watch.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all, that does it for our reaction to Avatar The Last Airbender final trailer. Don't forget to leave your thoughts down in the comments section. Also, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss a video from Wade and Wade Reacts.
And we're out of here.
Peace.